Hey, brother. I heard of a lake that was completely green. I don't really know why it was like that.
That must be a eutrophic lake.
What is that?
This is due to something called eutrophication. In agriculture, fertilizer is spread on the land to increase crop yield. Next, the fertilizer is washed off by the rain and then it gets transported to the water bodies through the agricultural runoff. The presence of nutrients in the lake causes overgrowth of algae and aquatic plants. This causes less sunlight to reach the lower part of the lake. This causes the plants below water surface to die. Next, the bacteria decomposes the biomass and uses up all the oxygen in the lake, making it anoxic. Because of this, all the living organisms in the lake die.
Oh no. This seems to be a very dangerous problem. Can this be controlled?
Certainly, yes. There are many techniques to control eutrophication. Some of the techniques are building of riparian zones, constructed wetlands, floating islands, and pre-dams.
This video briefly describes the combined system of using pre-dams and riparian zones for controlling eutrophication. Here, the reservoir or the water body is divided into the main reservoir and the pre-reservoir with a three-chamber preliminary sedimentation pond. The main reservoir is to retain clean water, while the pre-reservoir is to deposit sediments and remove nutrients by way of biological barriers and the preliminary sedimentation pond.
In the first chamber of the preliminary sedimentation pond, coarse particle settles, whereas the second chamber, where the common reed overgrows, function as biological filter, and the third chamber collects the fine sediments.
There are surface runoff transport pathways which collect the runoff from only small areas up to 2500 meters square because the water discharged from arable fields flows around the fallow land, a potential but de facto non-existent barrier. This helps in improving water quality. Oh, that sounds interesting. Is it working somewhere?
Certainly, yes. The Misivojo Reservoir. It is situated in the southern Poland, and it is classified as a small retention dam reservoir.
Do you want to know the plants that are used as vegetation planting in this reservoir? Sorry, you only have the option to say yes now. These are the plants that are used in different zones in this reservoir. Do you know? The plants that are chosen to grow in the shoreline are chosen in such a way that they absorb the nutrients from water rather than from the soil.
Do you think this technique will have other uses?
I think the number of plants in the riparian zone vegetation can help with limiting surface erosion. Creation of riparian zone around the reservoir may significantly contribute to the betterment of the present state. Vegetation belts of several dozen meters wide, composed of precisely defined species, can help with limiting surface erosion and reduce area sources of pollution.
Yes, you are right, but it has some drawbacks. The removal of excess phosphorus from the reservoir is a time consuming, costly, and rather inefficient process.
That's it. Thank you. We hope you guys learned something about pre-dams and riparian zones. Bye!